Hi guys, my name is Horus and this is Horoscope Zine. Today I will introduce you this game, but this game is currently in Português. So I will try my best to explain how it works. We hope to translate it to English as soon as possible. So this game is called Shadowlords Mini System 3rd edition. This is the rulebook, and then there is also an adventure guide that helps you adventure. There are a lot of tables in here, and this guide will help you go into your journey, your character's journey. So the rules are very simple, and I will explain how the mechanic works because it's super simple, super easy to understand. This game is a D6 based game, so we have a bunch of D6s here and also this little strange die because I have a friend and he gave me a bunch of weird dice, and this D3 helps me a lot because we have some situations in this game that we roll D6s like halved, so a D3 is very useful. That's it. So let's roll a character and then go adventure. So with all those information we can start adventuring. Let's imagine there's a place, like I will draw an hex. We can do like a quick hex scroll here. Let's say we are here inside like a citadel. There is the gate. There are the huge walls of this citadel, and like the river flows inside the citadel. Maybe the citadel has some bridges. Anyway, the flow of the river is like this, from north to south, and we are down here, and we can start using some of the game's tables, like how to create an adventure. First, choose a prophecy that is like a main idea or concern that people will gossip about. O alvorecer sombrio can be like the dark dawn, something like that. And then we can roll a place, like let's roll this because there's a bunch of points of interest. We have a 10 plus a 6 is a 16. So the place is the caverns of the eternal lament. So this place is like a large cavern. We can experience strange acoustic phenomena like echoes and reverbs and so on. Some say that this can be disturbing, and also those sounds can attract undead. That's how you can start your adventure. Obviously you can feel and increment your idea, but this can be very handy. So we are here, and maybe there is a strange cavern, like somewhere nearby this citadel. One way to define this is simply roll a d6. Like we have a 3, 1, 2, 3. This will be like going to the east and almost going to the south. Also, we can draw. So this place is like dark. This seems to be the place where this cavern is located. And maybe we are very curious or would like to discover what is hidden inside this place, or even maybe some rich nobles would like to get rid of the undead that are being attracted to this place. So we can travel to this place to investigate. Azor is a guy that has some constitution, like this guy can be like a wanderer, like this guy knows the region. And Lockhart seems to be like a warrior or a soldier or a guy that fights to survive with his own hands. They can travel to this place. Azor can try to find a trail, and this guy can be in front of the danger if something occurs. So first Azor have to find a trail to get here. How can we discover if Azor is able to find a trail? Like, the basic mechanic is to roll a 3d6 and try to get a 13 or higher, and apply the modifier related to this action. For example, Azor can use like his intelligence or his wisdom. I bet this guy will use his wisdom, because maybe wisdom is related to experience. And then Azor, not having any modifier in wisdom, still can roll 3d6 and try to get a 13 or higher. So, yeah, a nice roll, because he got 11 plus 3 is a 14. So a 14 is higher than a 13. So this is called like rolling for a test, and in this case for a wisdom test. Azor finds the trail and says to Lockhart, "Hey, I started to look for trails, and by my experience I remember it, that there is a trail that leads to some rocky hills, and maybe the cavern could be over there. So I did find a safe trail to use to travel." And Azor finds the trail, and Lockhart follows Azor. So Azor is leading the trail to this place. But during their journey, something can occur, or maybe they can find something different, something strange. For example, for exploration, there are exploração de ermos, like wilderness exploring, kind of. And then we can roll, for example, the condition of this point of interest, or a situation, something that we are seeing from afar, another point of interest, and so on. So I will roll for a situation, because I think that a situation can put us in action. Something will occur, so I will roll a d6. We got a 3. The situation is, ouch, blood is encountered in this place. Like, we are traveling down the trail and we find some blood. Okay, we found some blood, but this blood is fresh. It's like people's blood or animal blood. We don't know. We can ask the oracle. When we play solo RPGs, we can ask the oracle. It's like asking the GM or the DM for information. I am like playing alone, I'm playing solo, I will ask the oracle. So blood was encountered. I will take note, because it's fun to take note. We found blood. Like Azor is leading the trail, and then Azor says, "Hey, Locker, be careful, because I think that those spilled dark things over the trail, that is blood." And then we can ask the Oracle, "Oracle, this blood is like fresh, we can smell fresh blood from this distance. 1, 2, 3 is like a yes. 4, 5 or 6 is like a no. Yeah, no, this isn't fresh blood. Maybe like the stains of blood spilled over this place. Something maybe occurred a day before, or anyway, time has passed and the blood isn't fresh." Okay, so Azor will use his wisdom to try to find out if there is something more besides the blood. And Lockhart will do the same. So we have 2 chances to find things that can help us understand what happened. There's no modifier for this. We got 7 plus a 3 is like 10. There is no success in Azor trying to find things that can help understand what happened here, but Lockhart will try. Lockhart afraid and shelf his blade and, "Hey, let's take a look closer." And Lockhart rolls a 10 plus a 3 is a 13. Yeah, he beats the match, and Lockhart is able to find something. And there's another table here, like achados in Português, that can be like translated like findings. So another D66 table. Ouch! We rolled a 6-6. And this, when we roll a 6-6, means this object, this finding, can be cursed. Nice. So a 33 is like in Portuguese means saco rasgado, a ripped sack. And then Lockhart says, "Hey, I'm seeing that over the grass is a ripped textile, maybe a sack or purse. Azor, can you bring this to us?" And Azor is like trying to understand what is happening. Do not step over the blood, and we'll try to approach the ripped sack. And then, like, Azor can use his dexterity to approach like in a very careful way, because this can be a trap. We don't know, but this can be a trap. So we will try to approach and take this ripped sack with some dexterity. So this will be a dexterity attribute test. So we rolled a 3 plus 2 is a 5 plus 2 is a 7. Yeah, no way. So we failed. And then we can ask the Oracle to turn things more interesting. There is a trap, because if there is a trap, Azor was caught by the trap. So Oracle, this is a trap. Ouch, we got a 3. Yeah, this is a trap. And then like we can build up something out of our mind, like we have to use some creativity to deal with this. Anyway, Azor like will try to get the sack, but then maybe he like pulls a tiny cable, a tiny hoop, and then some cookware like that maybe was put over some stones start to crumble and do some noise. And then Azor discovered that this was a trap, and there was a sack attached to a small cable, and when he pushed this sack, some cookware rolling over the rocks, crumbling, made some noise. And this noise can attract something, animals, creatures, undead. Because, yeah, we are like traveling to this place, and some people say this cavern can attract undead. So we were like traveling quiet, and then we did some noise that can attract, I believe, can attract undead nearby. And then let's ask the oracle. Hey oracle, maybe some undead creatures are walking around this place? No. Anyway, we did some noise. So we did some noise. Maybe Lockhart. Hey Azor, we stumbled over a trap. We did some noise. Maybe we will attract the attentions of trail robbers, undead, or even monsters, wandering monsters. So let's get out of this place as fast as possible. And then Lockhart leads when they evade this place. Azor is like trying to identify if something moves or jump over the grass that is growing in this place. Maybe something will jump from behind the bushes, and Oracle, maybe something jumps over them, like something that was hidden. Yeah, something was hidden and jumps over them. But over who? Azor or Lockhart? 1, 2, 3, Azor. 4, 5, 6, Lockhart. I rolled the 3, so Azor. How can we handle combat? It's very simple, because as the attribute test, we have to roll 3d6 against the different score of our opponent. Something we don't know, the creature, undead, a thief, we don't know. We'll try to attack Azor. We can do like a quick table. For example, yeah, let's use this D3. It's very handy. Like 1 is a thief. 2 is like an undead. And a 3 is like a wild dog. Okay, so let's define what jumps over Azor. A 2 is an undead. Okay, so maybe the undead were wandering far from them. They did not notice, but an undead creature was behind the bush and jumps over Azor. Yeah, here. Undead creatures. Mortos vivos in Português, can be like a decrepit undead or a dry corpse. Yeah, this can be very interesting. This dry corpse can use his like necrotic touch. The defense for this creature, like let's draw the dried corpse that was behind the bushes. Like the dried corpse can be something like this. A dried corpse like jumps from behind the bush and tries to attack Azor. So this creature jumps and attacks successfully, and the damage is 1d6. A 2. Okay, a 2 means Azor has now 8 hit points. But we can roll like for a constitution check or constitution test, because this creature can turn Azor ill. Okay, so maybe this creature has a nasty illness, and maybe this test isn't like 13, can be like a 14, a bit difficult if compared to a normal test. But we have a +1. Ouch, terrible. So Azor will get ill and can die in 2d6 days. Like in 7 days, 7 days to die. 7 days. We have to find a way to cure Azor, because he will get bad pretty soon. Anyway, the creature attacked Azor, and then Lockhart, that saw the creature use his blade to try to cut his head off, and this guy has a +1. A 5 plus a 4 is a 9, but to strike this guy, Lockhart will need some extra effort. So a 5 plus a 4 is a 9. A 9 plus 1 is a 10. To beat this 12, he needs 2 points. So there is a rule that you can use your hit points to turn your chances better, or you can spend or burn your hit points to add those burned points to your roll. So in this case we have a total of 10. 2 points can be burned, and then we will use this rule to turn or attack successful. We do an extra effort and we hit the creature. So let's say Lockhart there's can be using a short blade, and there is a table for weapons here, like a short sword, short blade, espada curta in Português, does 2d6 damage, right, +1 from our strength. So 2d6 damage. We got 6 plus 2 is an 8, +1 is a 9. So yeah, we almost cut off this creature's head. 12 minus 9 is a 3. The creature has 3 hit points left, and then the creature did an action to attack Azor. Then Lockhart was fast to use his blade, and then Azor can strike back the creature. Azor is like a wanderer. Maybe this guy has a walking staff that can use to strike down the creature. It's like Azor, afraid, uses his walking staff and try to hit the creature in his head. Is a regular attack, but no modifier for him. Oh no, it was a bad roll. So Azor tried to attack, but the creature balanced back and stepped back, and no damage for Azor. And then the creature that is over Azor will use his touch again against him. the creature will try to attack Azor like with a 9 plus 1 is a 10, so it's a hit. And then 1d6, 5 hit points. Ouch! So Azor has only 3 hit points left. So the creature attacked Azor, and then Locker swings back and attacks the creature with 4 plus 3 is a 7, plus 2 is a 9, plus 1 is a 10. And this guy will do an extra effort, spending 2 points. Using 2 hit points, he can hit the creature. And that's what Locker will do. Like, hitting the creature, the damage will be 2d6. For a short sword, a 3 plus 1 is a 4. Yeah, kill the creature. The creature is destroyed with a -1, lost all his hit points. So the creature is destroyed, already undead. So the creature is destroyed, and Azor almost can feel the necrotic touch, and he's sure he was infected by some bad illness. And Locker is desperate, trying to figure out what to do, because both guys are exhausted, because they were surprised by the creature that jumped over the bushes, and then a quick, fast combat occurred. Locker is almost exhausted, and Azor was touched by the creature twice. He can die in 7 days almost. So Locker says, "Hey, are you alright, Azor? Because the creature was destroyed, but you are looking strange, my friend." And then Azor says, "Hey, I think that the creature touched me, and I'm feeling ill almost instantly. Oh, the legends about this place are true. This place can attract undead. We discovered this the worst way possible. This dried corpse touched me, and I think that I am ill. I need to rest and maybe find a cure or something like that." And Locker says, "Yeah, we can carry you back to the citadel and maybe find a priest or priestess to cure your illness. But hey, my friend, are you too afraid of dying? Because you are standing still. You can still walk and lead us to the cavern. Maybe over there we can find some treasure, and we can pay your cure. Also, we can find more creatures and maybe bring parts of those creatures and show to the riches, the nobles of the citadel, and have some gold, some silver for this." And Azor says, "Hey, we can cut this creature head, put inside that ripped sack, and carry this to the citadel and say to the rich nobles that the danger is real, and ask some money. With those coins, we can pay my treatment, and we can pay a priest or a priestess for my cure, and then we can get back." But Locker is like a greedy man and start to say, "Hey, Azor, you are like a coward. We can go and check the cavern before you die. You are standing still. You're looking good. Besides the illness will manifest in days. You are still good over your knees." And Azor says, "Nah, I prefer to get back to the citadel and bring the head of this creature and find a cure for me, and then we can get back and find a way to the cavern. I know the region, and locker, trust me, we can like get lost on over those hills, and during the night maybe more creatures like this can put in severe danger, because I feeling strange, and you are pretty exhausted by your age. You try to help me, but by your age you are very exhausted. So Lockhart seems to be convinced by Azor. At this point, we can even roll like a charisma test to check if Azor finally convinces Lockhart to get back to this place, to the citadel. Yeah, we can do this. Like the characters are discussing, and then no way, because a 5 plus a 3 is an 8 plus a 1 is a 9. There's no modifier to the roll, and then Azor is not able to convince Lockhart to get back to the citadel. So what happened is Lockhart insists the guys should be walking to this cavern. Okay, they go. And Azor praying to get off this situation as fast as possible. And Azor is leading. In a few hours walking, they start to notice that the terrain is made of hills, like they are going up over the hills. But before they get out of this place, Azor asks Lockhart to cut off this creature head and put the head of this creature inside the ripped sack. Like Azor will try his craft skills, maybe with intelligence or wisdom, I don't know. But anyway, the test is a 13. So seems that 6 plus a 4 is a 10 plus 2 is a 12. Yeah, so Azor will use 1 hit point to turn this test successful, and then Azor with some effort can manages to seal the ripped sack and then put the creature's head inside the sack. But something should occur, because we rolled that this finding this ripped sack was cursed. Azor put the creature's head inside a cursed sack. I don't know what will happen, guys, but I find this can be very funny. Okay, so Lockhart asked Azor to go up the hills, and then from over there they can see the whole area, and then we can also if they are higher here, they can see what is over the horizontal line. They can see the river flowing down to the south, maybe in this direction, and this can be a forest, swamp, or I don't know, a field. Okay, a tree is a field, so this place is like a plain field. When they look in this direction, they find a swamp, an area that is wet, and maybe a fog is like covering this place. Also they can see what happened here over the north. A forest, okay, a forest. So I like to draw forests this way. Okay, there's a forest, and yeah, they won't be descending to this area, obviously. They can maybe go to the forest to find some food, and the fields, yeah, the fields are like plain. Maybe they can't find the cavern over here, but they can try to find the cave over this rocky hill area. So the guys will try to do this using intelligence and wisdom. No modifier for them. Azor will spend like 1 hour walking around alongside Locker, and yeah, he's successful in finding a promising place that can like hide a cavern. And Locker, a 9 plus 1 is a 10. There's no success over here. And then Azor was the guy that find a promising place that can hide a cavern. So the guys will investigate this area, and like it's like a time passing situation, because it's almost afternoon, and assuming that those guys have some food and some water, and they will try to find the cavern here. So maybe they can try to find the cavern in 3 or 4 hours. Like this will be our time count. During the first 2 hours, Azor found something very promising. They have 2 hours left before the sundown. They together will try to find this place, because if they don't find, technically they will roll some die. If they don't find, they can be like lost during the night or something similar. Something bad can occur to them. So Azor is the first row. No way. The guy did not find the cavern. Locker, I think that with a 9, no way. The guys find a place that is promising. Like in this place, the cavern can be really difficult to find, but so they are trying to search this area, but no way of finding the cavern before the sundown. So the night is like over them, and they will have to deal with maybe more creatures like this. Let's check for an encounter during the night. For example, let's use this table we already rolled. So a 3, a wild dog. Okay, a wild dog. Maybe this wild dog was wandering, and this creature can like perceive the smell of Azor and Locker, and then Azor is carrying the creature's head, and like this dried corpse, like putrid head inside a sack, can smell a lot. And then I don't know if Azor or Locker are aware of this dog approaching them. So this creature can be curious and will try to approach them. So with intelligence, let's check if Azor is able to notice the creature sneaking around just about the sundown. Okay, there's an 8 plus 1 is a 9. No way. Locker. Yeah, bad rolls. So this creature can be like curious, and this creature can be like searching for food, or it's just curious by the smell. Let's ask the oracle. So oracle, this creature is like is super hungry to the point of being aggressive. With a 1, this is a yes. So this creature unfortunately is super hungry and willing to be like aggressive in order to catch some food. So the creature will pick his tasteful character to attack, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 1, Azor again. But this guy is with 1 hit point. The creature will try to attack Azor. If the creature is aggressive enough, Azor can be a victim of the creature's hungriness. And then the creature jumps over Azor, and with 9 plus 2 is an 11. The creature manages to attack Azor, maybe biting his leg. I don't think Azor will be able to get rid of the creature's sharp teeth. Like a wild dog has defense 12, 6 hit points, and his bite can inflict 1d6 damage plus illness. Yeah, Azor is pretty bad. 1d6 just to check how the damage goes, because this guy has one hit point left. Ouch! The bite hit hard Azor legs and maybe making him scream in agony. Oh, what is going on? And the wild dog bites Azor leg, and then his reduces to -5. We can check if Azor is able to survive, because this guy has a remarkable constitution. Anyway, Lockhart, seeing the creature, like let's say they did a small fire to do not attract attention, but anyway, Lockhart is like seated by the fire and can see the fast creature like catching Azor's leg, and then Lockhart will unshelf his blade and try to stuck the creatures. Ouch! It was a nice move, and then Lockhart jumps and can manage to attack the creature. Damage is 2d6 plus 1. 2 plus 3 is a 5, plus 1 is a 6. Yeah, I say the creature has 6 hit points. Lockhart manages to kill the creature, but Azor is like about to die because he's bleeding, and Lockhart killed the creature, like the wild dog was killed, and then Lockhart in despair says to Azor, "Hey, Azor, what you said was true. We are lost in this place, and maybe we can die here. I should have listened to what you say to me, but now it's too late, my friend. I will try to carry you home. So be tough, and I will try to save you." Lockhart is like obviously desperate, put Azor over his broad shoulders. And first, Lockhart will try to stop the bleeding. Like, his wisdom is not remarkable, and maybe Azor, as we interpreted the numbers, was like badly injured by the creature's bite, and this can be very difficult to stop the bleeding. Difficulty like 15. This can be very difficult. But what we have here, okay, a 10, a 12, no modifier, a 12 to beat a 15. Yeah, Lockhart will have to like do a super extra effort, maybe using his energy in order to stop the bleeding. Like, we have 10 plus 2 is a 12. To beat the difficulty that is 15, we have to spend 3 hit points, like an extra effort. Like, this guy is like super exhausted, and anyway, somehow he manages to stop Azor's bleeding, and desperately will try to get back to the citadel during the night. Okay, Lockhart will try to follow the trail, but it's dark, it's difficult. I don't think that he can do this, but anyway, let's check, because Azor is almost dead. So Lockhart will use his wisdom, but it's dark, so it's super difficult. 15 for difficulty. Oh, no way. So a natural 9 here. Yeah, it's a failure. So Lockhart is lost with Azor over his shoulders, and Azor is almost dying, and Lockhart is exhausted. So let's check if Azor is able to survive for a couple of hours, because he's like almost dead. We can test his constitution. +1. The difficulty is this can be tough, like a 16. Like, I hope this guy can manage to survive, but this can be very difficult. Okay, no way, because we got 7 here, and no way to beat the challenge. So Azor, inside his mind, tried his best, but is dead. He can be resurrected with some weird sorcery, but at this very moment, this guy is dead, and Lockhart is lost. And I don't think that Lockhart will find a way to fast to reach the citadel. So this is a very interesting situation, because maybe you guys are adventuring like nearby the citadel and can encounter a guy that is exhausted, named Lockhart, and carrying his dead friend Azor, and they are carrying a cursed sack with a dried corpse head inside it. So enough for a very weird adventure to discover what those guys were doing in the wilds, and and maybe one step further will be to help Lockhart, or even try to resurrect his friend, or find out where the cavern really is, or what will happen with the dried corpse head inside the cursed sack, because okay, a cursed sack with a dried corpse head inside doesn't sound good to me. And this can be a source for an awful evil, a source of another adventure, for example. But anyway, that's where our adventure ends. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys liked this content, and if you want to have more content in English into our channel, right? So that's it. See you soon.